What is up, everybody? Tuberverse TV today. The Sony guys have reached a new low. Like, jeez. You think some of the things they do are pretty bad, but this is just a new low. So apparently, Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg, another lady who works at Microsoft, invited a fan to a dinner, or like he's on vacation. I'm not really sure what Paris is. I'm not sure if he's just a fan of gaming, if he's works in the industry. I'm not really sure what he does, but they took a group picture and they're just like saying, "Hey, dinner with friends and forever," because the whole pandemic thing, people just want to hang out with other people to get back to some type of normalcy. And then you get posts like this from these Sony guys. It says, "Hey everyone, check out this Neutral Gamer, the most objective, most honest, unbiased Xbox Game Pass salesman on the internet." Now, who would think to do this with a picture of people just hanging out? This is just the new low right here, bro. This is just crazy. And this isn't the only guy too. This isn't the only one. It was more of these Sony guys too. So when you click on the original Aaron Greenberg post and you click on the quote tweets, these are all these Sony guys losing their minds about an actual fan hanging out with Xbox executives. Meanwhile, the Sony executives wouldn't even look your way. They wouldn't even acknowledge any of you people. Like, I doubt Jim Ryan, Mark Sony would even acknowledge any of you people. So it is just fascinating. So he says, I'm not even going to read that comment, but you see the type of comments we get right here. Microsoft still thinks investing on shields is the most important business strategy instead of investing on good AAA games. I like how he uses shield. Meanwhile, if the Sony executive were to invite you to dinner, you would take it, no problem, but we know they would never do that. Next dinner will be with IGN employees who praise Game Pass right after every impressive state of play or positive PlayStation news. Effing clowns. If the past has told us anything, this image tells us the Xbox has now acquired Vicious with announcements to be made in the near future. Okay. Now your non-stop Xbox Game Pass astroturfing makes sense. Once again, call him a shill. Let's see. Have some pride. They always call him a sellout. This explains it all. I read it as first dinner with fries and forever by mistake and made myself chuckle because I realized it wasn't a mistake. Look at all these hating people. Like, these people are just hating hard. Like, who hates this much? This is ridiculous. PlayStation fans could never, because I don't think any PlayStation executive would want to hang out with their fan base, to be honest. They just want your money. While the actual Xbox executives actually hang out with the Xbox fans who are part of their own fan base. Like, they have the what is those Xbox Fan Fest each year, every other year they have the Xbox Fan Fest, and then you can actually talk to the people who are behind Xbox. So and it's just funny how the Sony guys, the Sony executives don't do that with the Sony fan base. But let's go back to the original post because this was pretty telling. I saw PlayStation fans attacking people with those cyberpunk chairs. Now this, let that man live, and why follow Xbox guys? I don't understand why they keep following Xbox guys if they don't like them. If they don't like Xbox or Xbox guys in general, why do you keep following them? That's kind of like when I was doing videos about how these PlayStation guys would follow the official Xbox post just to talk trash on it. It's just weird. It's just weird activity right there. So he says he don't follow these people because they talk more about Xbox than PlayStation. A bunch of grown adults worry about other adults who are networking and building. Yeah, because when you're an adult, you try to network and build your relationships. You don't just hate. These people are just low vibration or just haters, man. At the end of the day, they're just low vibration haters. At the end of the day, quick to tear a person down over some video games. This is beyond pathetic. I agree. If only you take that same energy to the Xbox community when they do the same. But I'm pretty sure you tie a blindfold with us Xbox fanboys are the same. But I have never seen an Xbox fanboy do some stuff like this. I've never seen that. This is some wild stuff right here with this post. Uh, Honestly, all these negative comments are giving me hater mentality. LMAO, get over it. Yeah, it seems like it definitely is like some haters at this point. Um, Hey everyone, check out this obnoxiously cringe tweet where this adult is concerned with who another adult hangs out with. Yeah, could you imagine that being concerned with somebody with another man who another person hanging out with? And then like that's crazy. That is some crazy stuff right there. Shaking my head, this S is so whack. Grown adults focus on other grown adult because they're enjoying life. Like, I'm pretty sure they're having a good time, having dinner, having a good old time. And you got these PlayStation fanboys that are just weird. They're just like just a whole nother level of weird right here. This should be the moment that even PlayStation trolls should stop following it, commentating nothing neutral about this. You can prefer one console over another and still be considered neutral. If you still game on both consoles, literally every person that has both consoles prefer one over the other. Yeah, like how people got multiple systems and multiple consoles? Why do you think that most people only got one system? That's just weird. It's like you're a grown adult. Most adults can buy more than one system. It's just like okay, you're gonna have a preferred one if you have more than one system. So this is common sense. That's called networking. I do that with Sony, Microsoft, and other companies. Nothing strange. I call it shilling. Once again, if you like Xbox, you're a shill. uh, this whole thing is just me reading this is pretty ridiculous because this is just sad. Just me reading these comments like this. Let's see. If Xbox sends me tons of free S, I got absolutely anything I wanted from the platform free. I wouldn't be neutral either. Once again, they calling him a shill. Same energy. Oh, this is the kind of funny guys hanging out with Shuhei. Careful now, your bitterness is showing. It's called having a social life. You should try it. This dude is getting roasted. They are definitely roasting this guy in the comment section because that is just some weird stuff. Who does this, man? Like, who cares? It's like the guy's having a dinner with some Xbox executives. Like, who would want? Who would want? If you're a fan of Xbox, who would want to talk to Xbox executives, the people who are making the system that you enjoy to play on each day? Like, I would love the opportunity to talk to these guys. It's like, who would want that? But of course, it gotta be some fanboy stuff. Haters gonna hate, keep hating. So what? Man can have a dinner with colleagues? You mean employers? You know, a real gamers celebrate the hobby. Exactly. Like when you want to talk about the hobby with people who make who are behind making a hobby, making your favorite hobby as well too. Not the plastic. They worship these companies, bro. I'm starting to legit think Sony has a cult going on at this point. Not the plastic. This is your life. Seems to have more value depending on which company you bow down to blindly, hoping they breathe in your general direction as they can see these days. Cringe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of these PlayStation executives wouldn't even like look in their direction. They wouldn't even acknowledge these dudes whatsoever. Uh, he says, I bet your mom is printing this tweet out and hanging it on the fridge to celebrate the first time her precious little boy ever got more than one person to talk to him. They are legit roasting this guy in the comment section. Oh, this is pretty funny. Tell me you're jealous without telling me you're jealous. Facts. That's like this dude is. You could definitely tell there's some jealousy right here at this point. So a neutral gamer can't go and meet with people from Xbox, or am I missing something here? And people saying Sony fanboy is not toxic, laughing my ass off. Just look at the comments. The man can't network or have friends. Wow, and when I say Sony have some of the most toxic fan base online, they say, oh, we're just responding to hate. Yeah, these Sony guys are super toxic at this point. Like, it's pretty obvious these guys are toxic, as toxic as hell at this point. It's like, who would I'm just thinking about this. Like, who would actually do that? Like, you see a picture of people just hanging out, and you gotta, this is crazy stuff right here. This is some craziness right here. Hey, dude, please consider therapy. This is really unhealthy. He don't view it as unhealthy, though. He thinks this is a normal activity to do this. He thinks this is normal. You see people just hanging out. He thinks this is normal. He thinks this is normal to say, hey, this guy's a paid shill. He's not neutral. He's been paid off. This is not healthy right here, bro. This is not healthy. Y'all weird AF. Mental issues can be fixed. Yeah, so they're just roasting this guy in the comment section and the reply thread. But yeah, it's like, so now we know, if you're a fan of Xbox, you can't hang out with the executives. You definitely can't do that, or you're a paid shill. You're a Microsoft shill. They're just paying you off. When it's like normal people activity that want to hang out with other people, especially with somebody who's passionate about especially if this is your hobby. Like we said, this is our hobby as gamers to enjoy gaming. But these people just worship a box, bro. They just worship this PlayStation box. But so it's just weird at this point. But yeah, definitely see your thoughts about this down below. This I guess the Sony guys have reached a new low because this is some sad stuff, right? Even me reading some of this stuff, it's just like, wow, this is some sad stuff right here. But yeah, I definitely want to see your thoughts about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching and peace.